Okay, this video is about crystals again. This should be the last video on crystals with the poison gas. So in this video here, I found out how to fix the issue with the enter button. Remember my last video I talked about when you picked up the crystal, you can keep pressing, you can hold down the enter button on the keyboard and pretty much will use all your crystals up. So if you have collected 3 or 4 and you press down and hold down the enter button, it'll use all your crystals up and basically only uses the 1. So that's the issue. You want to just use 1 at a time. So I had to use a, which I've done a video on this before, deactivate the keyboard key and then reactivate it at a certain point. So let me show you what I'm talking about and then I will go into detail about it. Alright, so I'm going to pick up the crystal, pick up another one. Alright, so now when I press and hold the enter button, he only uses the 1 crystal. And so what happens basically, and I add the sound effect too, of course, to it, with echo. So basically when he picks up the crystal and you hold down the enter button, he only uses the 1 crystal. He doesn't use all the crystals. Because I mean, you could just tap on the enter button every time you grab a crystal, but you know, you want to try to fix issues that if potentially someone holds down the key or something, you don't want and have an issue with okay, he collected 5 and now he's only basically using 1 when he held down the enter key. That shouldn't happen. So trying to fix the bugs. Okay, and I try to fix the issue with the guns where you fire a weapon when you tap on the when you tap on the mouse, the left press mouse, he only fires once. Well, in that it does happen that way. When you tap on the mouse once, he does fire 1 weapon. He doesn't use all his weapons up. When you hold down basically hold down the mouse button, he only uses the 1 weapon. But if you were to tap on the left mouse button rapidly, real quick, then he would use all his weapons up right away. And basically, what would happen what's happening is that the animation would happen where he's putting the ammo into the gun 1 time, but when you tap it on the mouse button, he's using all his weapons up where it shows a number up the top. It'll count down real quick, but he's only doing the animation 1 time with the weapon, putting the ammo in the weapon. And I cannot fix that issue, so you just can't tap on the left mouse button real quick, because then you're going to have an issue with him using all the weapon up, and it's only going to do 1 animation of him putting the ammo into the weapon and the gun. But if you only hold down the mouse button 1 time, he only shoots out the 1 bullet, and he only does the animation of putting the ammo into the gun 1 time too. So in reality it works, but if you would tap on the mouse button several times real quick, it's not going to work correctly. And if I tried to basically do the same setup as with the keyboard event, but I'll talk about it in a minute. So basically, when he hits the enter button, there's a code here that states keyboard _ clear parentheses V key _ enter comma parentheses. So basically, what this is talking about, it's clearing the keyboard. So it's telling basically GameMaker that you're only allowed to hit the mouse button 1 time. If you hold down the mouse button 1 time, if you hold down the enter button, it's only going to accept the 1 press. It's not going to accept a hold down on the button. So it's only going to allow you to tap on the enter button 1 time. Even if you're holding it down, it's only going to allow that 1 press. And then it's going to clear it out, which means it's pretty much going to deactivate it. And that's what's happening here with the keyboard _ set map V key enter, and then leave these parentheses up there. This is if you want to put a message in there, but just leave it blank. Now, like I said, when I was talking about the mouse event, I tried to use the same setup here as the keyboard, and it didn't work. Like there's a mouse underscore clear event, and use MB underscore left pressed, or just left, but there's no mouse set map. There is a Windows mouse set, but that doesn't work. So I try to mimic the same setup as the keyboard for the mouse event for the guns, and it didn't work correctly. So for the most part, the guns do work correctly. When you tap the button on the mouse and you hold it down, it works the same as the keyboard without having that code in there. But if you were to tap on the button real quick several times, it wouldn't work correctly. It would count down on the counter, but it would only show one animation of him putting or two animations of him putting the weapon, the ammo into the gun, and that's not correct. So in theory it works, but you still can see a flaw in it if you tap on the mouse real quick. But anyways, go back to the keyboard here. So this is basically going to clear out the keys. So it's going to allow you to do that one hit, that one tap press, and then it's going to pretty much deactivate it until he gets to the point where it just shows the hand. Okay, so when it shows the hand, it's going to reactivate the enter key. Okay, so you want to make sure that this is what it's saying. It's keyboard underscore set underscore map. So it's reactivating. Basically, what's happening here is reactivating the keyboard key, so you're able to press and tap on the enter button again to use it again. If you didn't have this in here, this code, then your key would be deactivated completely. You wouldn't be able to use it anymore. Even if you collected more crystals, you wouldn't be able to use the key. It won't allow you to produce another or pull out another crystal and use it. So you got to make sure you reactivate the keyboard key to use it again. So like I said, when you press it down, it allows that one press event on the keyboard. It pulls out the crystal. You're able to use it, and if you keep tapping on the enter button or hold it down, it's not going to do anything, and you're not going to waste any more crystals. You only use that one crystal, and that's it. So that's what's happening here. And also deactivated the sound. So when you have a crystal and you press enter, it's going to, I have the sound in the, when it shows us the hand with the crystal, I have the sound here. So the sound is going to play and it's going to loop. Sound I got from the main 2 tab. And then when he's out, when he doesn't have the crystal anymore, then I have it deactivated. Go to main 2, or was it main 1, and make sure you shut off this stop sounds, because it may play over and over again if you don't have the deactivate the sound after you don't have the crystal anymore. It's going to keep repeating in the background, so you want to make sure you shut that off. And that's pretty much it. So yeah, so you have the reactivate the enter key. That's what this means right here. In after the 20 milliseconds. So after it shows the hand for 20 milliseconds, then it's going to switch back to the object weapon, which is the knife, and it's also going to reactivate the enter button. So you're able to utilize the crystal again. Yep, so, and just make sure that the code is in here. When you tap on the enter button, you're able to press the enter button one time, and then it's going to basically clear it out, which is going to deactivate it until it disappears out of your hand. That's going to be reactivated the key, and it's going to shut off the sound as well. And the sound is going to be in with the crystal here. Alright, and that's pretty much it for this video. My next video will be, I'm going to be talking about other things which are kind of similar to what I've been talking about, but I'm going to introduce like slicers, you know, like wall slicers going back and forth, you get cut up and all that stuff, and then ice and maybe a pit and fire, so, and then a boss, and then probably go into how to transfer your game to Android. And like I said before, if you want a game for your PC for this particular Fake 3D, it works great for GameMaker 8.1. It will not work great for Studios. Studios will work fine for your Android device, but it won't work fine for the PC. So if you want to make this game for PC, use GameMaker 8.1. If you want to make this game for Android, then convert it over to Android for Studios. Or if you want both, do it in both programs, because like I said, I don't know why, but it doesn't work right in Studios. It's like a black screen or something's not coded correctly when it transfers over for the Windows version, but not for the Android version, so it's weird. Maybe for GameMaker 2, the new one that came out not too long ago, but I haven't messed with that because there's a lot of coding in GameMaker 2, and I'm not a big coder. I mean, I'm trying to understand code, but I just stick with Studios for right now. Alright, thanks for watching.